I had a very big quarrel with the governor of Ortom on his accusation of Fulani, this Fulani, that. Big quarrel with him. I say, I'm Fulani. Why should you categorize all Fulanis?
It will appear to me that he is working with Meatiala, because that is the same language that Meatiala were saying.
Again, why does it seem like Atiku is always shy to openly criticize or come against certain elements in the North who have been seen to be perpetrating acts of violence? What's up, my Naija people? How una dey? Now today, let's do a bit of a commentary on Atiku Abubakar, the 2023 presidential election, and definitely the crisis rocking the PDP. Now, it appears that now the PDP will not be able to find a way out of the crisis currently rocking it. Before now, I thought that somehow they will be able to find a common ground and resolve all of their issues, but it will seem like that is not going to happen. And beyond just Nyesom Wike, it will seem like Samuel Ortom is officially pulling out of the campaigns. I say this because of the development. Remember that Kaduna show where the frontline candidates had to go to the Arewa House in Kaduna to speak to the Northerners, and Atiku said a lot of things. I guess Atiku himself will probably be thinking now if he should actually have made that trip, because a lot is coming out that is not really auguring well for his candidacy, his bid to be Nigeria's next president, and they are not good. They are not good. If the PDP is to be sincere with themselves, they will know that a lot coming out right now is not good, and especially that statement he made concerning who the North wants to vote, when he said the North will not vote a Yoruba or an Igbo man, they want a Northerner. Yeah, they've been trying to manage the situation, but Atiku said what he said, and we heard him loud and clear. And whether Atiku wins the 2023 presidential election or not, I tell you that statement will haunt him for a very, very long time. I think Atiku should have known better. I think that kind of statement shouldn't be coming out from Atiku. I have not heard such an open and brazen display of the play of the ethnic card, ethnicity, in politics. It is shameful for that kind of statements to come out of the mouth of a man who has been largely referred to as a unifier. I think Atiku goofed big time. He will have to bear the consequences of making such a statement. A lot more emanated from the more that he said in the Arewa House. Now, we saw the Benue governor calling Atiku out and demanding an apology for the much that Atiku said in reference to him. Let's get to see, what Atiku said and why the Benue governor Samuel Ortom demanded an apology. And I think the situation has even gone worse now. And the Benue governor and the Benue Elders are saying that they are pulling out of the Atiku campaign. So let's hear the much that Atiku said, then we'll come back to the much that the Benue Elders said. They did a press conference and they stated their grouse and their grievances. And Samuel Ortom himself, the governor of Benue State, came out, and he's very outspoken. He's never holding back when he has something to say, and he did say a lot, calling Atiku out. Let's get to see right from the very beginning, Arewa House, the much that Atiku said and the various responses.
You gave an example of grazing or open grazing. One, I am a manufacturer of livestock feeds, from cattle to poultry. Two, I have more than 1,000 heads of cattle. They have never moved out of one location. So it's simply introducing modern methods of looking after our livestock. No more, no less. I had a very big quarrel with the governor of Ortom on his accusation of Fulani, this Fulani, that. Big quarrel with him. I say, I'm Fulani. Why should you categorize all Fulanis? And he admitted even his own ethnic group are stealing his own cow. I said, then why are you not calling all thieves? They are all thieves also.
You heard the much that Atiku said there. I think it made a lot of sense there, where he was suggesting a possible way to ending this herdsmen, open grazing crisis and all of that. Of course, modern methods of doing such farming is definitely the way to go. But it appears that the Benue Elders and Governor Samuel Ortom himself do not think that he should have overstressed it to mentioning names and calling the governor out. They feel that the governor was disrespected, and they think Atiku was also biased in the statement that he made. Now, let's hear the Benue Elders and, of course, Governor Samuel Ortom himself responding to the much that Atiku said.
Alhaji Atiku suddenly veered off from his focus and launched an unwarranted attack on the person and office of the governor of Benue State, His Excellency Samuel Ortom. He said, and we quote, "I had a big quarrel with Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State on his accusation of Fulani. I said, I am Fulani. Why should you categorize all Fulanis? I am angry with Ortom for profiling Fulanis as bandits and terrorists." The Minda leaders of thought have taken exception to the public exhortation and profiling of Governor Samuel Ortom, who has been globally recognized as a model in the fight against the annihilation of Nigerians by marauding pastoralist Fulanis, not only in Benue State, but across Nigeria. Why did Atiku fail his emotional balance by contextually dovetailing a general situation which has more public appeal into subjective personalism with Governor Samuel Ortom as a target? The Minda leaders of thought find such baseless outbursts and accusation unfounded, reprehensible, and condemnable, especially coming from a political figure laying claim to pan-Nigerianism, a nation with trappings of ethnic fragility. In case Alhaji Atiku is oblivious or has simply feigned ignorance about the viciousness of the marauding Fulani against the people of Benue State, he should be reminded that on many occasions, the Fulani socio-cultural organization, Mieti Allah Kauta Hore, and their allies have brazenly owned up to the killings in Benue State. As this dirge is being written, this 25th day of October 2022, bodies are being buried in the Kum local government area of Benue State, where bandits and terrorists, which had their trappings of Fulanis, have murdered in cold blood more than 36 people in Beji. More bodies are still being recovered. It is unfortunate that while well-meaning political figures of Fulani extraction who are in other political camps, such as the governor of Katsina State, Alhaji Aminu Masari, who has averred that, I quote, "Majority of those involved in this banditry are marauding Fulanis, whether it is palatable or not, because this is the truth." One would have expected this statement of fact to come from Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who rather unbelievably is fond of offering derogatory condolences over the massacre of Benue people. In one of such lame condolences, he said thus, and I quote again, "Let me offer my condolences to the people or families who may have lost loved ones." This statement further expresses Alhaji Atiku's disbelief in the pogrom that has consistently taken place in Benue State, occasioned by marauding Fulani pastoralists, and provoked invasions of Benue farming communities.
And it will appear to me that he is working with Mieti Allah, because that is the same language that Mieti Allah were saying about me. I have never profiled any Fulani man. I have always qualified anytime I call Fulanis. These are Fulanis from Niger, from Mali, from Senegal, from Mauritania, from Libya, from Chad, who have come together and said they will take over our country to become their own. And that is why they have displaced our people. And who on earth will say I should not say that? I am the governor of Benue State. More than 2 million people are IDPs. And why should I not talk about those who are my enemies and are killing my people? I remain committed. And whatever I have done, whether the law, whatever we're doing in the state, is fully with the support of Benue people. I have their consent, I have the backing of House of Assembly, I have the backing of National Assembly, who are from Benue State, and nobody has the right to profile me and make me look bad before the Fulanis. I have no problem. I have Fulanis in my government. And I have never sent any Fulani man away from Benue State. All that I say is that we have a law in place. Let everybody be law-abiding and respected. These are things that I attempted to avoid. I had sent a chat message to the presidential candidate, our presidential candidate, telling him that he was unfair to me when he made those remarks in Kaduna. And I told him I needed an unreserved apology from him. And the following morning, he chatted back and accepted that what was said was not accurate. But all the same, he sincerely apologized to me. But when I started seeing this agitation coming from back home and other parts of the country, I also charged him that please get your media aid to refute this, to send this apology to the media so that people will understand what it is. These are things that I was trying to avoid. And unfortunately, nothing has been done.
Now, the thing is, can you really blame Samuel Ortom in the much that he has done, in the way that he has handled the whole herdsmen attack and all of that? I don't think you really can blame Samuel Ortom for all of that. If you see the much that he had to contend with in dealing with and handling this challenge of Fulani herdsmen attack, I think Atiku should have been more considerate, understanding, where Samuel Ortom is coming from and how he largely, was abandoned by the federal government and had to take a bit of, some extreme, measures, making laws and even setting up a security outfit to tackle this challenge. I think Atiku should have put all of that into consideration before calling him out. And in all fairness to Samuel Ortom, he's been very particular. He's been very particular about the people, doing the damage and, doing all of those attacks. And he's been very particular that these people are mainly out from outside Nigeria. And actually, they are Fulani herdsmen, whether we like it or yes, they are. As much as it will seem like profiling, but the truth of the matter is that these people, they are of Fulani extraction, whether from within Nigeria or outside Nigeria. The fact of the matter is that they're actually people of Fulani extraction. And Dr. Samuel Ortom wasn't out of place at all to have tagged them, Fulani herdsmen. And in a number of occasions, he had also categorically stated that majority of these people were actually from outside Nigeria. So in all fairness to Atiku and Samuel Ortom, I think that he may not have been very fair with calling out Samuel Ortom in the way he did. And I can understand the disappointment and frustration of Samuel Ortom. But you see, there's even something that is of a bigger worry to me. It is the fact that Samuel Ortom said that Atiku had actually apologized for the much that he said concerning him at the Arewa House, and he had requested for him to get his media aids to do a public apology and to properly situate the matter the way it is. It appears that Atiku shied away from that. The question is, why did Atiku shy away from publicly issuing an apology or maybe properly situate the matter? Is Atiku afraid of something? I hope this is not similar to the case of Deborah Samuel, where Atiku had to delete his tweet because he wanted to pacify some elements in the north. So the question is, why did Atiku not get his media aids, his media people, to actually situate the much that they said at the Arewa House concerning Benue State and Governor Ortom? Is that so difficult to do? If you had issued an apology in private stating what you actually meant to Governor Ortom, what is so difficult in getting your media aid to issue a statement that will properly situate the much that you said on that day, especially now that it is a subject of serious controversy? It would appear that Atiku is taking all of these, with kid gloves. Does he not think that this will have adverse effect on his bid to be president? Is it that Atiku really doesn't care about the votes that will come from the other part of the country? Is Atiku putting all his eggs in one basket? Is Atiku banking on the North to deliver him as president? It would appear that Atiku really doesn't care much about the votes that will come from the other parts of the country, and he's probably focusing all his energy on getting the northern votes. Is this a good strategy for Atiku if this is anything to go by? Can the North alone deliver Atiku Abubakar as president come 2023? And again, why does it seem like Atiku is always shy to openly criticize or come against certain elements in the North who have been seen to be perpetrating acts of violence, like the Miyetti Allah? It would seem like Atiku is being very careful here not to offend that group and other similar groups who are seen to, support either openly or even covertly acts of violence by herdsmen and attackers over the years, especially under the administration of Muhammadu Buhari. And just like I did in my previous video last week precisely, I'm asking again, can Atiku be trusted with the peace, unity, equitable distribution of the wealth of the Nigerian state if elected. I think Atiku Abubakar will have to do more to convince the whole of Nigeria that he truly is the man fit to govern Nigeria come 2023. It would appear that he's playing some hide-and-seek game that a lot of persons are now seeing as very suspicious. So guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support here. Please do subscribe, like, drop a comment, and I promise I would reply all of the comments, and do share if you don't mind. I really would appreciate. My Naija people, una do well. What's up, my Naija people? How una dey? My name is Efe Cole Amadin, a political activist, public affairs commentator and writer, multimedia practitioner, and business person. My goal is to promote political participation and awareness, influence public opinion for national development. I'll be bringing you updates and insightful analysis on development